Something strange is going on. Jim Carrey recently appeared in Paris looking very different, noticeably different.
Bonjour, how are you?
Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French.
After the footage dropped, social media exploded. People weren't just talking about his award. They were asking one wild question. What happened to Jim Carrey? Is that even him? Some even claimed it was a clone. And with Katt Williams speaking about Hollywood secrets, fans are taking it further, saying this proves something bigger is going on.
Researched my whole life on what the entity was before I got there, you know. My intention was to get in there and kick up some dust and try to become a whistleblower that they don't knock off. Because, you know, they get all the whistleblowers.
Jim Carrey appeared at the Caesar Awards to receive an honorary award for his lifetime in film, a huge honor. He even delivered part of his speech in French. But online, no one focused on that. Instead, people fixated on him. The way he looked, spoke, and moved to many viewers all seemed unnatural.
There's a huge conspiracy theory about beloved Hollywood actor Jim Carrey right now because people are saying he's acting and looking very different. Did the Illuminati finally get their loudest whistleblower and clone him, thus silencing him? This is like two conspiracy theories in one, so here's everything you need to know.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower.
So yesterday, 64-year-old Jim Carrey received a Caesar Award in Paris, which is like a French Oscar. And he was just suspiciously acting out of character for the iconic Jim Carrey personality. And longtime fans also noticed he looked younger or very different. And for a lot of actors in Hollywood, that's the norm. He's 64. I support people getting work done. But a lot of conspiracy theorists who are really just diehard fans say normally Jim Carrey would never do this. His whole brand is drastically changing his facial expressions and melding his face into whatever he needs to do for his role. It's just the last person you would ever expect to do that. But what's really freaking people out and driving home the conspiracy theory is that his eyes are a completely different color now. They are green, but they used to be very obviously brown. Is it him? Is someone new under the mask? And Jim Carrey is infamous for his whole career long time, giving very powerful speeches against government corruption, against capitalism, against those in power.
Some said he didn't seem like himself. Others claimed he looked completely different. A few even suggested he'd been replaced. And yes, the word clone started trending when red carpet clips hit the internet. Fans began comparing them to older interviews. They pointed to his eyes, saying they looked bluer than before. They said his jawline and teeth looked different. Even his voice sounded softer and slower. One person wrote, "There's no way that was Jim Carrey." Another called the moment cryptic and dark. Someone else claimed, "They're testing us one last time to see if they can get away with it, like Joe Biden." From there, the theories only got wilder. Some believe the real Jim stepped away from Hollywood around 2017. Others say he knew too much and started speaking out about how fake the industry is. That part isn't made up. Jim has openly criticized Hollywood and the government before.
Tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
You got to admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons.
in
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't. Was
that an accident?
I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
He sounded deep and philosophical, like he had pulled back the curtain on something. Back then, some said Jim Carrey was just being spiritual. Others believed he had seen the dark side of fame. Now, fast forward to Paris. Fans say this version of Jim seemed excited to play the part again, smiling, joking, acting like everything was normal. Did something suddenly change? Could he really have shifted his deep-rooted convictions overnight? Online critics say it didn't feel natural and insist it couldn't be him. Some even compare it to other celebrity clone theories that have circulated for years. Kid Buu once claimed there was a cloning facility in the U.S. and that he himself was a clone who escaped.
And what nationality are you?
Sicilian and Puerto Rican.
Okay. Sicilian and Puerto Rican. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that now.
Those are my
up.
two genomes.
Okay. So who's the Puerto Rican one? Who's the Sicilian one?
When I was cloned, they wiped a lot of memory. But when I stole the documents before escaping, I read that the mother was Puerto Rican and I guess the father, the surrogate, you could say, was the sperm donor was the Sicilian.
Okay, so you're a test tube baby.
Yeah.
What's that?
Shout out Clonaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could actually, as soon as you die, they could actually freeze your body.
Well, what happened with my first gen is they took the skull because he initially had written in a will to the Raelian movement that if something were to happen to him, they can ship the skull over immediately to Clonaid. So they can remove a fragment of bone that's located here. And in this fragment of bone, it stores all of your memories and consciousness. And with that, they can make a sufficient replica of yourself, a reproductive version of you, including your memories. And you can be selective as to which ones you keep or don't keep. This process has been around for quite some time. Like Dolly the sheep was cloned back in, I think, the late 70s, early 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Dolly the sheep, yeah, I remember that. And they've cloned a lot of animals over the years.
Yeah, Clonaid, I don't want to say too much information. This is going to be broadcast on the internet.
But I don't think they could transfer the actual memories, though.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're living proof of this?
Yeah, I'm living proof. Except all the memories. A lot of them I don't have because of drugs and alcohol as a teenager. So it's kind of like burning an MP3 CD, right? So let's say, we don't do this, people don't do this anymore, but back in the day, you would bootleg a CD, you would need the original copy. Mm-hmm. You put it in, it reads the disc, transfers all the files. You have the same exact CD, it's the same thing. All the tracks, everything, every bar, every hit from every note, everything's gonna be on there. Now, if I scratch that CD, I may not be able to read all the files on the disc, making it impossible to transfer and make a new one, a new copy.
To be fair, people change. Jim Carrey is older now. Faces age, voices shift, and lighting can make eyes look different. Yes, celebrities sometimes get cosmetic procedures, but that hasn't stopped the speculation. Supporters of the clone theory say the biggest clue isn't his face, it's his energy. They argue the old Jim was wild, loud, unpredictable. The man from A Mask and The Truman Show had a certain spark in his eyes. Some have gone further, claiming this isn't Jim at all, that the real one was removed long ago for speaking against hidden powers. They even point to the tragic death of his former girlfriend, suggesting it was meant as a message to him.
September when his 30-year-old girlfriend killed herself. Now, 10 months after the funeral for makeup artist Katrina White, the just-released autopsy report details her final days. She left a side note for Carrey. They had broken up the week before. I've spent 3 days now in disbelief that you're not here. I can go on brokenhearted and try to put the pieces back. I could, I just don't have the will this time.
She had not been seen in 4 days at that point. The last person she'd spoken to, it's believed, is Jim Carrey.
Chris Spargo is a reporter with thedailymail.com, which obtained the autopsy report.
Jim Carrey texted her the night before saying that he was actually missing a bunch of pills from his medicine cabinet, asking if she had them, but there was no response.
The toxicology report says she had multiple drugs in her system, including pain medication prescribed to an Arthur King, who is believed to be an alias used by Carrey, according to published reports.
She had obtained 3 bottles of pills from someone under an alias. It's believed it was possibly Jim Carrey.
Carrey last spoke to Katrina White via FaceTime for 3 minutes. Her body was found 4 days later in her rented home in Los Angeles. In her note, Katrina left the funeral arrangements up to Carrey.
We know they called Jim Carrey first when they found her body after finding her cell phone, before they even called her family. So he obviously was incredibly torn up about this, but he really was there in the aftermath.
She ended her note to Carrey saying, "Please forgive me. I am just not for this world." She signed it, Dewdrop, the pet name given to her by Jim Carrey.
Unsurprisingly, some have claimed he was threatened that he was given a choice, that something happened behind the scenes. Then there's one of Jim Carrey's most talked about rants, the one where he grabbed attention by mentioning secret symbols and mocking hidden agendas. He joked about talk show hosts distracting the public, sounding half serious, half sarcastic. At one point, he even referenced secret meetings in the woods.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Oh.
It's the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things, and, you know, and look at him trying to...
That clip is being shared again as proof, because Jim Carrey has always blurred a line between comedy and truth. He delivers things humorously, but often there's a deeper message underneath.